I was worrying that I wouldn't have anything to show you this week, and then we harvested the garlic, huge onions, then potatoes, then a mountain of blackcurrants, and elephant garlic the size of a small football. And somehow I still managed to find the time to plant the second flower border. I came out because a couple of the garlic have a bit of rust, which is no surprise really in this weather. I was just going to pull the ones that are rusty, but a couple of them actually are starting to divide, which means they're past ready, to be fair. Not a bad haul, eh? And some of them are absolute whoppers. Right, I think it's the moment of truth, don't you? The onions have bent over. They haven't gone as yellow as I would have expected. You don't want to pull it because you don't want to damage the neck either. There we go. How's that? What do you think? Is that nice? No, she says, I don't like onions. I know you've probably all grown monster onions before, but this really is the biggest onion I've ever grown. Let's hope it tastes as good as it looks, hey? I'm just going to lay them out here on the soil while it's nice and warm today. I think Doug's going to be making a whole lot more onion soup, and it was delicious, so I'm quite pleased about that. So yeah, the Wongbok cabbages I've just noticed were growing great guns last week and have started to flower today. So I'm going to have to re-sow these. I've snipped the flowers off. There is flea beetle, I think. There's one there, look. Okay. So I think I'll just sow some more and find a shadier spot for it this next time. Or maybe wait till it's cooler. We can still eat this, but yeah, there's quite a lot of flea beetle. Not the most attractive solution. But you know, the crops are more important than the visual, aren't they, really? Looks like the spinach is going as well. So I need to harvest. Sweet peas, on the other hand, have suddenly started to grow on this one. They took forever to get going. Whereas the other one, which was planted just a few days before, has romped away. And I've been picking them daily. Ooh, the sweet potato is starting to trail, look. That's lovely. The coriander did come up, despite being years old, the seed. And the beans have suddenly romped away too. Red cabbages are enormous. I really did plant them too close together. Doug has started wheelbarrowing the good stuff round to cover this area now. We have one bag, so when that's gone, it's gone. I can start laying out this side of the border as well. I won't show you all that again, but I will show you it when it's finished. Right, what I am just going to quickly do is thin these Swedes, and then I'm going to cover them. I always forget about Swedes and turnips being brassicas. They feel like a root crop, don't they? One of my viewers was asking about these plastic cloches, and I'm afraid I can't remember where I got them from. I've had them about, 20 years possibly. Now the problem with this is they're a little bit too wide, so I can't get them to reach the ground. So the flea beetle could get underneath that, couldn't it? I've banked up the soil around the edges of that plastic cloche temporarily. As I said last week, I got Greek Gigantes from Real Seeds, so we need to get those in the ground. They certainly live up to their name, don't they? They are enormous. One interesting thing, a couple of weeks ago you watched me multi-sow quite a lot of Monge 2 and I had to question myself, did I actually space them like that? And the answer is no, they just came up. 4 out of about 30 seeds. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there, whether the mice did indeed eat them and it just so happened they left them in a nice neat line. Look at these African marigolds, aren't they absolutely beautiful? As you can see, Doug has now finished spreading that new bag of topsoil on the border, so it's ready for me to lay out the flowers now. Right, I am back after lunch and I was looking at my planner and I was panicking that I didn't have enough crops to plant out into the spaces that I've still got available. But now I've done a little search in both greenhouses, cold frame, etc. and I seem to have too many things. Two of them are these squashes. Now this one is a Crown Prince. I didn't think it was actually going to grow, but it has, and I'm suspecting, even though this one's been nibbled by slugs, there's no label in it, that is also Crown Prince, but I'm not 100% sure. Not a bad haul, I'd say, and nice and clean when they're in a bucket as well. Morning all. Another odd weather day. Hot, humid, but slightly overcast. But excitingly, we're going to do a little bit of harvesting. Well, more harvesting actually, because we've already done the onions, garlic and some of the potatoes. But we need to tackle the blackcurrants too. Look at how many there are. So I'm going to collect them all up and make some blackcurrant cordial, I think. I'm not sure the best way to do this. I'm just going to pull them. We've picked this many. And you can see how big the bowls are. And it has to be said, there's probably 3 times that still on the plant. And put them in the jam pan. Oh, actually, I could make blackcurrant jam too. So maybe I'll make cordial with this lot and jam with the next lot. I have bought this sugar snap pea frame from Agriframes, and it does come with a jute netting, and I bought some hooks to hold it down with. I was intending to put it in this border, but it's much wider than I anticipated. So before I plant the peas, I'm going to put some lettuces down the middle. As luck would have it, I've got 3 Bronze Beauty lettuce here. Should hopefully, if it can cope with the heat today, do quite well under here, especially once the peas get growing. The last lot were delicious and didn't actually make it into the house. My original plan for this border was to put my broccoli in, but obviously I've just taken up half of this bed. So I'm going to have to rejig my plan, I think. Grow, my lovelies, grow. I'm really looking forward to eating you already. The makeshift one is in. Not quite as pretty, but you know, does the job, that's the main thing. One thing that has gone great guns now, not surprisingly I suppose, are the squashes. Look at the size of that leaf. That is the patty pan green disc. This is the mashed potato squash, and they are my courgettes. I have got myself some cheap and cheerful pushed together frames to help with the mesh. The metal ones I've got my eye on are quite expensive, so that might have to be next year, because obviously we've spent quite a lot of money building the beds. This is the important part, isn't it? The abundance. And I am really pleased with how it's coming along. The carrots are doing brilliantly. I daren't touch them, but the nasturtiums have gone absolutely bonkers after being snapped off twice. The beetroot has gone bonkers too. And we've also got flowers on the Caesar runner beans, and they're a beautiful colour. I wasn't expecting them to be lemon and white, I don't know why. The sweet corn, has it greened up? I can't for the life of me decide whether it has or not. It seems a little bit bigger, I think. These borlotti beans have now reached the top of their frame. So maybe this wasn't the best frame for them. I have pinched out the very top one. So let's hope they start flowering now, hey? The parsnips are doing brilliantly underneath. The border is settling in nicely, but things are drooping, so I think I need to go and get the hose out and give those a jolly good water. So I got up really early before the sun came up, and I've been positioning plants for the last hour and a half, probably. Bonnie's been looking on bemused. As you can see, I've still got quite a lot to go in, but I'm going to get these ones in the ground because I'm happy with them at the moment. Got some very tall echinacea. They're really, really tall and pale yellow. So as you can see, it's sort of pinky whitey with a splash of lemon trying to tie in this rose. I have also found a few more verbascum. I think in the last video I called these verbenas, but they are verbascum. I've got 3 more of those. And I found these lovely frothy Filipendula vulgaris multiplex. There you go. But I like the leaf texture on them as well as the beautiful little dainty flowers. So I'm going to put these amongst the grasses here. Quick midpoint update. Doug's been helping me dig the holes, so we're probably about halfway now. I want to get this side in as quickly as possible because the sun is coming around the corner. Right, we are down to the last 3 pots and it is getting really, really warm now. Obviously, I've still got all of these little infill plants to do as well. And while the clouds are here, I think I'm just going to keep going. Look at the hoverflies on this poppy. They are absolutely loving it. There's 4 of them. It's just freshly opened this morning, so it must be full of goodness. Right, well, that's those 3 in. So the big plants are in. I still have a couple of trays, as you've seen, to do, but first I need a big drink, and it's going to be lashings of ginger beer today. Cheers. Morning all. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. It's beautifully quiet and cool. It's been super hot for the last few days, and apparently it's going to be 32 today. It was the summer solstice yesterday, so it didn't seem to get dark, to be honest. But it's such a fabulous temperature now. I'm guessing it's probably still about 18 degrees, to be honest. But I brought my cup of tea out to listen to the birds cackling and finish planting some of those smaller plants before the sun comes round. And just hope that this hot weather doesn't destroy all the hard work we've put in. I do still have some of this to plant in this border. Isn't she beautiful? This is Sceptred Isle. She's come out lovely in the last few days. I'm just going to take you over to the greenhouse and get that door open, let a bit of fresh air in before it starts warming up too much. I can't believe how quickly these tomatoes are growing. They've absolutely romped away in the last few days. I'm winding them in almost twice a day. The jalapenos picked up, so that's good. Even the teeny tiny collage peppers have started to grow. That one at the back there especially. And I'm loving the marbled effect on the leaves. It's really pretty. The lemon drop chili that went in first, well, it's just enormous. And it has got fruits on it already. They're not yellow as yet. And there's one here. They're hard to spot at the moment, but it's starting to get a bit of yellowing, and I'm worried that it is the spider mite off the cucumber because I haven't removed the plant. I've removed the lower leaves, and the predators were on for a while, but I couldn't see anything happening. So I have been spraying them as well. The top leaves are fine, seemingly, although something's eaten a few holes in that one. To be fair, I'm not the biggest lover of cucumber, so if they don't improve in the next couple of days, they are toast. And the basil has just gone bonkers, so I took a supermarket pot of basil and split it into 6 plants, and they're all bigger than the original now. It's not the end of sowing, obviously we've got succession sowing to do. I have got 2 small trays of salad leaves, and actually I think they're almost ready to go in the ground. They've been outside hardening off for a couple of days under shade netting because of the heat. Those two, I think I could risk putting out under a cloche. And super quick update, the overflow tomatoes in the small greenhouse have also suddenly put on a big amount of growth. So there is space in here for more things, because obviously I'm moving things out into the borders now and the shelves are starting to look decidedly bare. One thing I might do this morning as well is lift the elephant garlic. As you can see, the leaves are starting to yellow. We've passed the equinox, which is when I normally harvest them. The mice and birds have been helping themselves to strawberries since we removed the cover, but there are still a few good ones. Oh yes, there's no bite marks in that one. Oh, I think there's another one there too. Oh yes, there's some lovely strawberries. I'm surprised these are still here with the blackbirds and the mice. There was more ready than I thought. This is going to make a fabulous breakfast later. Oh gosh, the ground's quite hard. To break it up a little bit, I think. No sign of the bulb either. Maybe there isn't one. That's always a worry, isn't it, when you're harvesting things, that there's going to be nothing there. We're getting there. It's quite a deep hole already. I'm having a battle to the death with this elephant garlic. It does not want to come out. It's moving. At last. Can't believe how deep that was. Well, that was quite hard work to get out. It's about the same size as my other garlic, I have to say, but it was much deeper. I'm going to put this one down here for a minute and we'll see if that's the biggest one, eh? Yeah, Doug's just pulled up what can only be described as a monster. Look at the size of that. Yeah, and it's grown 2 bulbs. But that is a whopper. Yeah, absolutely huge. Doug says we've got an even bigger one by the looks of things. Oh my goodness me, look at that. That's the size of well, it's bigger than my hand. That is a whopper. Well, is that going to be the biggest one? That's what we want to know. I think I only planted 5. Oh my goodness, look at that. Compared to the first one that took me forever to get out by hand. Good grief. Having never grown them before, I was expecting them to be about this size, to be honest, because my normal garlic's normally smaller than that. But the ordinary garlic's been quite big this year, so that's an absolute whopper. I was watching Claire at the farmyard garden yesterday harvest her garlic, and the number of times she said wow made me giggle, but actually I think I might be in danger of doing the same thing. Goodness me. They are monsters, aren't they? That's a good start to the day, isn't it? Those blackcurrants we harvested yesterday, we washed. Doug helped de-stalk them and weighed them up, and there's 5 kilograms so far. So can't take any credit for those. Those bushes were here when we arrived, and they are smothered still. Well, as you can see, I have been around this morning. The sun is moving around now, but I've managed to get in quite a few cosmos, Cupid's dart, grasses. I've basically dotted small things in amongst the big things in the hope that they'll grow. Phew, now I've just got to mulch it. But I am not going to make you watch me mulch. It's getting warm now, so that might have to be tonight's job, to be honest. So I think that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next week. Happy gardening, everyone. Bye for now.